Injury-wise, I'd say the biggest positive recently was earlier today, Miles Sanders got back out on the field. So he was back in pads. Jaden Blue is still not there yet. Brevin Spanford's still not there yet. And then same thing for Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton's been doing some of their, I guess, walkthrough stuff and that, but he's not to the level of where he's going to return to practice, anytime soon. Now, when I say soon, I mean like within the next few weeks. I mean, there is a chance he could possibly be ready for the opener. No one's saying that, but it seems like everything's going in a good direction. He's not, when I've seen him walking around, stuff like that, he doesn't have a limp. It didn't even look like he was wearing any type of a brace. He's not on crutches or anything like that. So all good signs for him, especially considering how scary and that injury was and how it initially seemed like a season ender. Trying to think what other
I know I asked you about Elijah Clark. You said
nothing on Elijah Clark. I haven't heard anything new on him. Trying to think if there's any other ones out of the game. Was it Sadiq Charles? I think it was.
Yeah, I heard about.
Yeah, hyperextended his knee.
Wow.
That's not a season ender, but I thought it was at the moment because of the way he was, how frustrated it was, and how he spiked his helmet against the ground when he got in the medical tent. But it sounds like that's not nearly as bad as it initially looked. So I feel like I'm not forgetting anybody else there. I mean, heck, my big thing, like when I was watching that preseason game, is I started writing down a list of who I thought are the 25 most important Dallas Cowboys players. And
all of
Brandon Aubrey was the only one that was of that list that actually played in the game.
Let's put a pin in that, John.
Yeah, all right.
Please
I have plenty of thoughts about that.
I do too.
So we can get into that. But yeah, in terms of injuries outside of that, nothing really new. Fortunately, today looked pretty good on the practice fields. Didn't look like anybody suffered anything. Jalen Brooks is somebody today that was not in pads, so there's something there with him. But everybody else, pretty much.
There's something about Jalen Brooks. I say, like I said about the running backs, you can't afford to get hurt.
Facts.
You cannot afford. I understand. And we talked about this last week. I understand. He has the inside track because of special teams, but you miss a week of practice, another game, and then that Trayshawn Holden keeps his foot on your neck.
Yeah, okay. Well, even to a degree, Josh Kelly. John, I want to ask you this though, right quick. And what are the ramifications like, far as money wise, that Parsons may lose out if he decide to hold out, like not play in the game? How much would it cost for him?
I don't know what it is exactly for the game.
I know 50,000 is different on practice, but we talking about game checks.
It'd be way more than that for.
How do we feel about SeatGeek, y'all? Talk to me.
Oh wow, come on with it.
Yeah, we got preseason games coming up, NFL games coming up. Make sure you head on over to SeatGeek, download the app, get $20 off of your first purchase on SeatGeek. We have the season here for NFL. We got MLB season going on. Cowboys play at AT&T Stadium. If you go on the app, type in Dallas Cowboys versus Baltimore Ravens. Find the green seats. Head on over there, make some noise, get an up-close look at your Dallas Cowboys. Every ticket's backed by their buyer guarantee. Cowboys Collective has got you. So just hit it or type in Cowboys Collective and get that $20 off with our promo code, man. Shouts out.
They got some green tickets this weekend for $19, man. $19, man. $19 green.
But if he ain't willing to risk $50,000 at practice, he's showing up for practice. Yeah. We assume he's going to risk millions for the games. I don't know.
I don't see that happening.
Put me on the jersey.
You know what he'll do, Law? You know what if he's going to do that? Hey, my back still hurt, man. I don't know if I can get out there week one, man. That might be the thing, but I don't see him just like I'm sitting at home, Le'Veon Bell style.
The tough part about that, though, I think will be for him is that also it's the team side of it too, where he's obviously close with guys on the team, and they obviously have a better chance of winning football games that matter when they're out there playing and Micah's with them. So while I maintain I still think this is Micah Parsons versus Jerry Jones as opposed to Micah Parsons versus the Cowboys, I think that it'll be tough for him to not be out there with his brothers too. That's the other part of that. You don't really have that up till that point when they go on the field. Because I said, we'll get in the preseason game, but even with that, these practices out here, the practice with the Rams, none of it is like what you're going to see Thursday night in Philadelphia. Nothing. Yeah. There's nothing close to it. Like the way that the offseason, the way the training camp and all that stuff structured, there's just nothing that's like an actual game. Nobody tackles to the ground. You know, even like I posted a clip today. The highlight of today's practice was this deep ball that Dak threw to George Pickens. You can just tell the way Jerron Bland is defending that. He's not defending it like he would in a real game. Like he kind of pulls away, like he's not really trying to like knock it loose and stuff like that. Like Thursday night in Philadelphia is going to be way different than anything we've seen this offseason.
Yeah. And even listen to Matt Eberflus. He said it, bro. Like we can't Matt Eberflus, he'll tell you the real if you listen. Yeah. And he's like, you know, we're tackling too high. We're not getting good pad level, and it's because of what the NFL wants us to do.
Do any of you guys know if any other teams tackle during camp? Because I just don't. I don't get that. I feel like you should be tackling at camp.
That's from my biggest issue with all of it, Sky.
Yeah, from all the writers I've talked to, and I don't know about this year, but in the past, going back to last season and beyond, Pittsburgh's the one that's real physical. But you can also get fined for that. You can also lose practices and all that. So I mean, there's
also the CBA says no tackling. Period.
Yeah, so there's a lot.
Hand touch.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that go into play there. That it's not really just your coaching staff soft or something like that. There's rules against this stuff, you know.